A very good day to you. This is Kelvin Lee from Victory Multimedia once again. We are on the series of tips and techniques on presentation, and today is lesson 2. Now what we are going to cover today is how to use PowerPoint's animation effectively, and this specific tool that we are using is called the Don't Dim effect. Now this is a tool that is very useful, and I discover a lot of presenters they don't really use it, and sadly what happens is their information comes really overwhelming. When people look at it, people are unable to follow and they get distracted because of too much information is being displayed on the screen. So we are going to look at how through this Don't Dim effect you can actually greatly increase the effectiveness of your communication. Now I'm going to run through with you what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you one slide that is a negative example. I'm going to show you a positive slide having applied this Don't Dim effect, and lastly I'm going to handhold you step by step on how to actually apply this Don't Dim effect. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to dive in. Now this is a slide that you would have been you will be familiar with if you were with us for the last tutorial, and it's a slide called content design. It talks about one of the many services that we provide at Victory Multimedia. Now within this slide you have 3 points, which are content development, custom templates and presentation facelifts, and enhancement. Now I believe when I was reading through that 3 points you were not with me, at least for the first 10 to 15 seconds. The reason is because there is a lot of information, and it is only natural when you flash something like this on the screen, the audience will not be with you because they are busy trying to read, and at the same time there you are just talking without even thinking whether they are with you. So how can we apply this simple and wonderful tool provided by PowerPoint to manage the attention of your audience? Now before we do that, I'm going to show you a positive example with this particular effect applied to it. Same thing, you see the same slide and point 1 appears, and when I click again for point number 2 to appear, you will notice that point 1 actually dims down into a shade of gray, and it looks like this. Okay, now we are going on to the third point, and point number 2 tones down. Now what this does is actually it focuses, it actually causes the audience to focus on your third point, and your second and third, your first and your second point dims down. So what happens, it helps the audience to look at what you're talking about without being distracted by the first 2 points. So this is good because you can really pour out the things that you want to share with them, and your slide becomes less cluttered. Alright, so we're going to jump in, and I'm going to show you how you can create this wonderful effect. I'm going to escape out from this slideshow, and here we go. Alright, now we're going to a duplicate that I've done. Step number 1 is you want to make sure you have your custom animation pane, task pane on your right. If you don't have it, let me just close it. If your slide looks like this, what you need to do in order to activate that task pane is to just click on any part of your text box, do a right click, a dialog box would appear. Just go all the way down and you will find this option called custom animation. Click on it, and you have your custom animation task pane on your right. Step number 1 is to click on your text box, click on add effect, and locate entrance. Under entrance, select the animation of your choice. For me, I think fade is a wonderful option, very subtle and yet very nice. Fade, okay. Look at the left side, it shows you a sample of how the fading animation will appear. Now under the speed column, you might just want to select very fast instead of the default medium speed, because having it at medium is a very slow and painful process for the audience. You want to make sure it comes out quick and snappy. so that people know that the point is coming out, it's not being hidden, and it takes its own time to appear. Now, having applied that fade effect, you'll notice that there is a new entry over here. What you want to do is just click on this double arrow that points downwards, and you actually have your individual bullet points displayed out. Notice the description corresponds to the bullet points to the left. You will see that first point is content development, and to the left is the same thing. Second, animation custom templates, same thing, it appears as well. And for the third point, now what you need to do here is to click on this box to the right and locate this option called effects option. Okay, click on that, and a dialog box will pop up. And what you need to do is there are 3 tabs to the top: effect, timing, text animation, and in the middle you have this thing called after animation don't dim. And this is the problem. After you have finished with your first point, you click on to the next animation, the first point remains as it is, it doesn't dim it. So what you need to do is you need to click here and select a color that is close to your background, and when you do that, it actually dims down that particular point. So what we are going to do is I'm going to select a color that is even lighter, which is a light gray, and I'm going to click OK. Having done that, we will go on to click on slideshow and see what kind of results we get. Same thing, when we click, the first point appears, no problem with that. When we click on the second point, you will notice that the first point dims even more, because we have selected a gray that is even lighter compared to the example, the positive example that I have showed you. When we click again, the second point will dim down again, and the third point becomes clear. So when you do this dim effect, it gives you very good control over the flow of information going to your audience, and they will not be affected by the clutter outside the third point. So make full use of this wonderful effect called don't dim. Okay, I'm just going to recap what we have done. We have selected on the text box, we went to the add effect, we click on effects option, we select the don't dim and give it a color that is close to the background, so that when you click on the next point, the previous point will dim down and blend with the background. So this is lesson 2 for your PowerPoint animation and how to use it effectively. Now for more great stuff, do visit us at figtree.com.sg. There are quite a few good products that will actually help you turbocharge your presentation. Also look out for one particular product called Presentation in a Hurry. It will give you 26 templates on different formats of meeting, be it a pitch or sales or reporting. Good stuff there, and we have thumbnails of what is actually available inside. If you would like to have your friend attend our workshop, or if you would like us to come over for corporate training, do give us a call at 6471-3210. If you're outside Singapore, just put a +65 and we will be happy to discuss about how we can actually conduct workshop, or you can sign up for our Power Design for Presentation. And do remember, when you sign up for our Power Design for Presentation, we will give you a couple of powerful tools to help you bring up your slides to 1 or 2 notches. Okay, thank you very much. I hope you have benefited greatly from this tutorial. This has been Kelvin Lee from Fig Tree Multimedia. Have a good day and God bless you.